Good morning, traders. Welcome to the showdown. If you guys are brand new and you love live trading, well, you're in the right place. You're in the showdown. We do live trading using our one and only Pip Hunter Trading Tool, and we're going to show you exactly how this tool is used to implement these trades as we go ahead and place live trades. I do have your favorite guest joining. FxBigDog will be here in the show. So we're ready to start if you guys are. So let's get started right after this. All right, welcome to the showdown. If you guys are brand new, go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We do this every Friday, live trading. Welcome back, FxBigDog. How you doing?
Good morning, good morning, good morning, and happy Friday, everyone. Or is it Preachy Friday? Because I tell you something, the markets are crazy, absolutely crazy. We're going to go ahead and do a deep dive into the markets this morning as we go ahead and look at the setups. But Cameron, I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right, other than, of course, the last 24 or 48 hours after we had the CPI numbers as well as the rate decision come out here in the US. Marcus haven't done exactly what I anticipated, but remember, I think you did call it though. You did call it the market needs to have sort of a manipulation before the next distribution move, and so as we look at it, it is frustrating though. I'm gonna I'm not gonna lie. I'd like to see something a little bit more positive move in our direction, other than what we're having right now. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, we cannot fight the market, right? And if we try to fight the market, what's going to end up happening? We are going to get beat up. And so I am not going to fight this market. I'm certainly not going to fight this market. We're going to just let the market do what it needs to do, and then we'll go ahead and tackle what needs to be tackled. So, with that being said, Cameron, let's go ahead and actually take a look and see what's going on with the market this morning as we go ahead and do a deep dive into the trades, and let's see if we can do something with this today. It's going to be a tough one, but it's something worth taking a look at.
Okay, let's do it. You want me to start it off?
Yeah, let's go ahead and you go ahead and kick it off, and let's go ahead and share your screen.
Yep, it's right
Got
there.
a couple of things here. I'm having little struggles with my computer this morning, so just bear with me as I try and figure out some stuff here again. All right, so let's go ahead and share your screen, Cam, and let's
Yep,
get
it's
started with the pair.
there.
All right, we should be ready to roll.
Got it. All right. All right. Euro US dollar. Let's take a look at this pair. As I was just breaking it down this morning in my VIP session, as you can see, everything is showing bearish right now on the Euro US dollar, and it looks like we could be hunting some sort of sell side liquidity. So, reason why it looks bearish is because we've had a shift, market structure shift. We had huge displacement to the downside. Then we had retracement coming back up to an inverse fair value gap, rejected off that, displaced lower. So everything's showing bearish sentiment right now, and we're moving to some sort of sell side liquidity. There's no insufficiency that price is looking to balance. What was that noise? Is that your
Yeah,
computer?
that was my computer giving me crap again. I don't know what it is. It's got this incoming mail thing. There it goes again. I don't know what's going on. I'll have to fix it. Sorry for that, guys.
All right, so we have now the reason is I'm looking at this and I'm thinking we have 76 pips to the downside. If you look at the higher time frame here, right? Yeah, we could continue to move lower. We did have a lot of buy side liquidity generated here, and I'm very surprised that we did not sweep this buy side liquidity before moving lower. I did think we would see some manipulation, but not displacement like we're seeing right now. That's showing us a shift in structure here. So looking at the 4 hour, There's two different ways I can play this, obviously, right? Either buy or sell, but I can take a look and say, well, we do have a big price leg move here to the downside. We can see a rebalance of this price leg before price wants to move lower. Or we could say, all right, we know we're hunting sell side liquidity. We could stick with the direction. And if price does rebalance, we dollar cost average this way and we look for price to go ahead and target that sell side liquidity. Okay. Or we could go ahead and buy. And if price rebalances, we dollar cost average looking for price to continue lower. Because we see some strong bearish sentiment right now, I do want to go ahead and sell. But because we had such a big move and we're kind of late on this move, I can't anticipate that we will rebalance before we continue lower. Okay. So I'm gonna go to the small time frame here. And do we see any break of structure on the small time frame for price to rebalance to EQ? Not necessarily. So this is what I would want to see on a smaller time frame. Price took out sell side there. We would want to see a nice displacement above that high, then look for a retracement and continue higher, right? This would indicate, okay, this would be a better opportunity for us to go ahead and buy. Looking at the smaller model year. So I'm really in a pickle year. And I think what we're gonna do here on the Euro US dollar is I'm gonna go ahead and sell. Now, I would love to wait on this pair. Definitely would love to wait to see what price is doing on the small time frame here. If we're seeing a shift, looking to rebalance at EQ. But right now, obviously, I don't have any confirmation of that. So what we could actually see is price consolidate a little bit here. We could see price kind of moving up and down, chopping a little bit before it breaks out of this model, either downside or the upside. So either way, looking at the 1 hour, because the small time frame is not giving us any setup right now, that we are moving pretty strong bearish here, looking for rebalance. You know what? I just want to take a look at the US dollar CAD because I like to use these in correlation. US dollar CAD is still holding this breaker block.
Let me show you something here. I want to show you something, and maybe this will change your mind here a little bit here, Cameron. Um, go to the daily time frame on the euro, and so yeah, perfect. Um, look at the last move going down after that sweep of the last high. Go to the top over there with the last, yeah, just that move there. After that sweep of the high, zoom in a little bit closer up. I want to get that move down. I want to see a little more of that. All right. Now, look at the this move down south, right? Notice how there's a five-way structure. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're actually at the 1.27 of a fifth wave. So I think that we're at a good support level, and that we're actually anticipating price to move back up to around about 1.0855, 52 to take out that the last high swing point right there. So if you look over here, this is what I'm looking at on my chart right here. You see, so it's got this. And let me just go ahead and pull up again, traders. One of those days you just everything's going wrong here with this computer of mine. If you're incoming mail, it's not you, it's me. All right. So this is it right here. If you look at this, this is the market moving down wave 1, 2, 3. I've got the fibs on. There's 4, and here is the 1.27 right here. So when you went down to the 15-minute time frame and you say, "Hey, looking for some market shifts on the 15-minute time frame," I completely agree with that because I think there's that sweep. So we had the market create the low, high. Here's the sweep. Now we're going to see price go ahead and target, just as you mentioned, target at that buy side liquidity up here at the top. So I think, look, it is an early move to get in right now. Let's take a look over here. This is the 1 minute time frame. Did we sweep the high? Yeah, we didn't have displacement above that, but we did have a low, right? Low, We had a sweep of the low on this is the 1 minute. I mean, I'm going that crazy. Then we had the sweep of the low. We took the high out. Here's a fair value gap right here. The price drops to around about 673, which is not far from where we are. So I mean, you can cost average in right now. We should be. There's that incoming mail crap again. We should go ahead and start heading back up north again and start looking for price to target that high. And this is also right here. This is, I believe, a 9 o'clock open too. So where is our? Let's take a look here. I'm going to add it on. I want to add on and see what our Asian low is. Where's our Asian low? Asian low is at the 4 o'clock candle. Let me go here to the 15-minute again and take a look right here. There's the 8 o'clock. So yeah, look at that. So here's the Asian low right here, and prices sweep the low, and we're probably going to go back up again and move back up towards the high at 7:05 on this 50-minute time frame. So 7:05, we got 20 pips to go north from this point right here. Close out with a bullish candlestick formation. So anyway, I'm gonna hand it back to you. I didn't want to go ahead and throw that out there, but
Yeah, no, absolutely, and I can definitely see what you're seeing there. The question is that what's the draw of liquidity, and that's always the question I ask myself. Is that's where always price moves. That's where price moves to is to the draw of liquidity. And right now, looking at this bigger model, the draw of liquidity is sell side here. And as you can see, price. Let's look at my OTE here. We are in our manipulation range. We do have some order flow here. So this could be a rejection area right here in this order block. So we have some order flow here. Price could reject. This could be a key area for price to now rebalance to EQ before moving lower. Because I do anticipate that price is going to move lower because we're hunting some sort of sell side liquidity here. But we are in an area of order flow here, so we could see some rejection here and price could move up. So that's the only thing that I want to go ahead and take a buy here is that we could see some sort of manipulation here. Price could definitely come take out these highs. We have relative equal highs right here and also a rebalance back to EQ. So we do have a lot of room for this rebalance because of this big price leg. Now, if we didn't have this big move, then I'll be a little bit more bearish. But because we had this big move in this price leg, I am definitely anticipating some sort of rebalance here before continuing lower. And we are at a key area that price could now reject and move higher. So yeah, I like the idea of that. Definitely do like the idea of that. So, and looking at the US dollar CAD too, the US dollar CAD is holding in this breaker block. So we're not getting more bullish sentiment here on the US dollar CAD. I mean, US dollar, the US dollar CAD. So we're holding there. So yeah, I think I like this buy here on the Euro US dollar. Looking for that rebalance.
Incoming mail.
and just FYI, someone says it's Gary said mentioned that Big Dog, it's margin. It's margin that needs to be. It's not margin, my friends. That's the problem. It's not margin. My margins are all good over here.
Incoming mail.
So this incoming mail is not coming from a margin standpoint. That's weird. That's weird.
Incoming mail.
I don't know where it's coming from. It's certainly not margin from my end. Yeah, this is
Incoming mail.
there. It goes again. It's killing me. All right. Anyway, that's a me problem. Let me. I'll sort that out in a minute here.
Incoming mail.
Yeah, I'll have to sort that out. I don't know what that is. Okay. Let me go to.
Incoming mail.
Golly, this is frustrating me. It's so distracting right now. But okay, let's see here.
Incoming mail.
It's quite.
It doesn't stop, huh?
Doesn't stop. Yeah, that's what I said. It's all day. And
Incoming mail.
you know, let me see if it's. Let me see if I can switch off a couple of things here, maybe. All right, I'm going to switch off some sound and see if it's coming from maybe one of my VPSs. All right, traders, let's go back to my chart. Yeah, let's take a look. I'll deal with that me problem later. All right, so there we go. All right, so we got Cameron. So what did you actually do on that that trade? So I was so distracted.
I went long the Euro US dollar.
All right, long on euro dollar. I think that was a good call. Now, with that being said, I'm going to go actually take a look at the US dollar. Let's go here, US dollar CAD. Because there's a lot of concern about the US dollar CAD. Where's the US dollar CAD going to? And I'm going to go to the daily time frame here, and I'm really going to, traders, I think I'm just going to go ahead and just clean up this information we have here, because it's starting to get a little crowded. All right, so let me take this downward trend line out. I'm going to take the fibs out here. I'm going to grab a lot of this liquidity areas here and just clean up as well. Sometimes it's good to just do a little bit of housekeeping every now and then. All right, and so let's do this out there as well, and I'm gonna I'll keep that in. All right, perfect. All right, sweet. All right, so this is the deal. The most important thing for me right now, and I think people need to pay attention here very, very, very deeply, because this is how we can control our emotions when it comes to trading opportunities. Because sometimes we get a little bit sort of like stuck in a sort of spiral that all we think about is negative stuff, and we start any sort of move against us becomes a huge panic. All right, so and trust me, I don't like where the US dollar is going. I don't like where the CAD Swiss is going. But also, I understand that there needs to be three phases in the market. All right, we need to have accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution. Those are the three things that happen all the time. And the one part that all of us hate is accumulation, because we're not going anywhere. And we hate manipulation because it normally goes against where we're actually trading, because the trend is not necessarily where the market's manipulating, right? That's for them to go ahead and take people out of the trade so they can continue to move down in the direction where the market's really going to go. So nobody likes accumulation and manipulation, and we're in those two phases over the last couple of months. And so, in fact, even say we've been in that phase for the last couple of days due to some short-term trading. And so, as I look at the US dollar right here, we saw this move right here. This is the accumulation. Then we had manipulation taking its path through this high right here. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm going to go down to more of a shorter term sort of outlook here, and that's going to be paying a little bit more attention to. Oh, guys, I just realized it may not be. It may not be margin. It may be FIFO issues on one of my platforms. I need to check the FIFO rules. That's probably what it was, the FIFO rule, and what it's doing is telling me that it's violating the FIFO rule. All right, I just thought of what the problem could be. I'll have to check that in a minute. So this is the thing here. If you take a look at this last bullish move right here, and I go ahead and put my mouse on that, and I'm going to go ahead and draw a line. And that's going to be drawn across here, and I'm going to call this my buy side liquidity right here. And that's important right there. All right, because look how the market failed to break above that. We're now testing it once again today. But that's just a sweep of this high. It's not necessarily going to be displacing above that. Well, at least I don't want it to have it. Well, that's going to be important at the close of today. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to wait and see what happens at the end of the day. Now, I'm not going to place a trade at the end of the day, but what I can do is start looking for a reversal here at the top. And I can go down as low as the 1 minute time frame, 5 minute time frame if I want to go ahead and pick up a trade for today. Then the next thing is I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the low. Here's the low right here of that candle wick, right? So the market's going to try and displace above that high. When it fails to do that, price is going to come back down to this area right here to draw towards that liquidity area. And so I still see 36.61 coming into play. Maybe not today, but coming into play. And what I do feel is that this area right here is just a manipulation above the previous date high, and then we're going to come back. We're going to come back down not only below this, but we're going to trade back below 137.62. Again, this is not far away. We're only about 15 pips away from that area. So a 15 pip dip will bring us back below that. That'll give us a sell opportunity right now. So Cameron, I want to sell And then I'm going to actually go in. I'm very convinced that we're going to see a downside move. So I'm going to sell the US dollar CAD right now. All right, sell US dollar CAD, and we're going to see it pop up here on my screen. Now, it's just dropped 7 pips just as we were speaking. There goes my 7 pips right there. But all right, there it is. We got 37.70. All right, so I didn't quite get where it was trading up there, but now check this out. I'm going to go down to the 5-minute time frame. All right, and now I'm going to be looking. In fact, let me see if I can go to the 15. Maybe you can see something. All right, 15 is a little bit better. Look at this. Just like Cameron saw on the euro, here we have high, low. We have break of structure, right? Now, what I'll be looking for, and that's going to be my manipulation, right? I'm going to be looking for price to come back below here and sweep the low down here, which is at, by the way, 37.50. And in FYI, that's where I want to close my trade out in profit. Then what's going to end up happening, I'm going to be a little bit more patient. And as price goes back up again, we're going to look for a breaker block, which is up here. All right. We're going to see for the market to come back to this breaker block right here and look for a fair value gap that's inside that for a nice unicorn setup, and then continue to sell US dollar CAD. And so this is it. 2 options here. I could either be aggressive, which I've done right now because I have conviction that the market's going to come back down and trade lower. I don't believe we're going to break above the high of today, of that week. It's actually a weekly high. I don't believe we're going to break and close up above that. I think we're going to come back down. I don't believe that this is actually an actual move. I think this is a manipulation move. And therefore, I'm going to continue to be a seller on US dollar CAD. And I'm not going to allow my emotions, I'm not going to allow the emotions of trading influence the decision making that I go ahead and trade. And so, with that being said, I'm going to stick with this US dollar CAD short position, and I'm going to ride out this manipulation move, and I'm going to ride it with the smart money and not be one of those stuck in something that I don't want to be in. So, I'm still feeling good about it. Let's see how this plays out, Cam. I'm feeling good. I feel like this is going to pay out pretty quickly. All right.
Yeah, I like that. I see you using candle range theory there,
Ooh,
daily.
damn straight, baby. You got
Um,
it, bro. You got it, bro. All right. All right, cool. What are you looking at there?
so yeah, you're looking for price to close below this, back
I'm looking
into
for
this
price.
range, and obviously we're targeting that.
I'm not just looking for it to close below. I believe it will close below, and it'll chase after that sell side liquidity level down there at 36.60, and that'll set the trend for next week. And that's going to be when we go next in the week. Trust me, we're going to take a look at the weekly candle, and the weekly candle is going to tell us a story that we're going to be pretty pleased about. So let's see. Look, I could be completely wrong. Right, and it won't be the first time, right? But this is what speculation is all about, right? Is having the conviction, having the sort of the belief that the market's constantly chasing after these liquidity draws, right? And if that's the case, then we may have a good opportunity here, all right? But at the end of the day, it's going to be time versus price. We'll see how it plays out. All right.
Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that there because that's something I'm also looking at here as well. This daily candle, because we are holding sells in the US dollar CAD and the VIP, and we are targeting this sell side liquidity right here. So that's the same thing I'm looking at. You're looking at CRT.
Sounds good.
Let's take a look at one of these pairs: New Zealand CAD or Aussie CAD.
And Jeff, SYI, just FYI, that noise mail, it wasn't my mail. It was actually the MT4 that was telling me that there was an issue with regards to uh, the margins on sorry, not margins, the FIFA rule that I mentioned. So yeah, appreciate the Gary. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. You made me look at the right places.
All right, looking at the Aussie CAD here. Once again, a lot of accumulation going on. And what do we see? We saw, oh gosh, my mouse is so bad I can barely align this right. We saw a range of accumulation. Price manipulate out of that range. We want to see price come take these lows. We have equal lows right here. So I'm expecting price to sweep these lows. I am targeting the VIP. I am targeting this sell side here in this fair value gap. But with the terms of this, we're only targeting 20. And that's about 37 pips. So we have a lot more room to the downside here. I'm looking for these lows to be swept of this accumulation range. That's exactly what I'm targeting for the bias of today. So the sell is a great opportunity for me to right now on the Aussie CAD.
Aussie CAD. All
Yeah.
right, I like that. I like it because we still got a lot of movement down to the downside right there, so it certainly could be a factor. Okay, cool. All
That's
righty.
all just accumulation. Saw the manipulation. Price now has closed below this fair value gap of that candle wick, showing more bearish sentiment. So we might see a little bit of accumulation in this range because there was some order flow here. But I still expect price to move lower and take out these equal lows of that accumulation range. That's key, right? This accumulation range. We took out the highs, manipulated. Now I want to see these lows get swept.
Sounds like a plan. Hey, listen, you guys, if you like what we're doing here in these shows, in these showdowns, as we go through these different trades, go ahead and smash the like button. Go ahead and smash the like button. Subscribe to the channels. There's two channels, FxBigDog as well as the Traders Network Club. We're going to get more active on social media. We've actually got a marketing company, social media marketing company that's going to be pushing and driving a lot more content out here. So make sure that you guys subscribe and smash that like button because that's going to help the algorithm to get our videos out there more often, and we really appreciate that. And with that being said, as well, make sure traders that you understand that these shows that we do is being sponsored. We've got sponsors that sponsor our shows, and we want to show appreciation to our sponsor for this video. All right, fantastic, guys. If you don't have a broker and you're looking for a broker, check out ACAP, a great company to work with out in Australia, a regulated company, and we've got some good relationships with them. And check them out. They certainly, in my opinion, are doing good things for our clients, and so we'll continue to work with ACAP as they continue to sponsor. And we do have sponsored deals. We have sponsored deals as well for those that are looking for a broker, and you do connect with the ACAP using our link below. Check out the description down below. We have a link, a broker link, or go to our website, TradersNetworkClub.com. And on the website, if you register and open up an account with more than $10,000, then we're going to offer you an opportunity to be able to get any of our services for absolutely zero cost. Reach out to us, and we'll go ahead and help you get connected so that you can get started with your trading. All right, so make sure you check that out. Traders, we're using these brokers to give back to the community, and they're doing a great job helping and supporting us with our mission. Our mission is to help every trader to get involved, be able to profit in this market, and to get a good start. Because if I tell you my story, how I started, it was a rough road for at least 10 years. Because there was no one really that was out there willing to help. So make sure you guys check it out. Traders Network Club, all about helping traders. Alrighty. Okay, Cam. So the next trade is going to be on the New Zealand CAD, right?
Yep.
So all right. So let's start off right here on this this setup right here. We're going to go to let's take a look here. We've got the daily candle. All right, now we're going to go back to the daily candle right here and look at the daily candle. We'll look at the daily candle here. And so this, let me kill that baby. So here we got a daily candle that took out the previous high. So this is it right here. And with that high, we did notice that it also struggled to trade above that high there as well. But this was the buy side liquidity area right here that's now holding. I'm going to go ahead and mark that off as well. And then right here, this area right there, we can see that this is where price is going to be targeting. All right, so we're looking for the market because the market. Hold on a second, my bad. This is the market. This is the candle that it's targeting right here. Let me get this in here. And so here is my sell side liquidity that price is now trying to sweep. Well, it's sweeping already, but it's trying to displace below it. So we got good a good sweep of that candle range. And so what we want to look for right here is I'm going to go to the weekly time frame, because the weekly time frame is going to play a major role in the next sort of trading move. So we can see right here, price never displaced above there. We got this long week up here. This week is out. This is how we're probably going to close out this week as well. And so when we look at this whole setup right here, we look at, did price close above the high? Yes. Did price close above the high? Yes. So this high low right here is really where we're looking for price to eventually move to, because it's already sweeping today's low, or at least the target for today. So we're looking for the price to sweep this low right here. And we're going to go ahead and put that in. And I'm going to go ahead and mark this off as my sell side liquidity right here, but I'm going to also mark it off as my weekly target. So let's go to top of the weekly right here. And I'm going to go ahead and mark that off as, let's see, this is also going to be my weekly right here as well. And putting that in and typing up weekly. And there we go. And so I'm going to mark that off. And then this is important. So when I go to the daily time frame, I can acknowledge, okay, there it is. I can now see price is going to sweep the low down here, which means that we can see price moving still another 65 pips going south. All right. Now, with us sweeping the low right here, we want to see displacement. Now, when we have displacement, then I'm going to go down to maybe a 4 hour, maybe even a 1 hour. And I'm going to look for price to come back to a fair value gap. So here it is. I'm looking for price to do this. And here is the next swing going south. So you can see we hit the 1.618. We sweep the low right here. Now we're actually going to see price pushing back up again. So I'm going to go to the 4 hour. I'm going to see if I can see if there's a fair value gap here on the 4 hour that's more attractive. There it is there. I can see one there. I can see one over here. So I'm going to mark off those fair value gaps right here. Go ahead and put it in there. So I'm seeing one placing over there, and I'm looking for another fair value gap around about here. Let's just mark that off. Okay. So the reason why this is important, traders, is because now what I want to look for right here on this 4 hour, I want to take a look and see. All right. So this is not the 4 hour. I'm going to go to the 1 hour. Let's see here. All right. So we got a breaker block right here in this fair value gap here. So we're looking for price to move back up. And remember, I hit the 1.618, but look over here. That breaker block is right there at the 1.618 and this 382 right here. How far is it? Traders, we don't have a lot of room to the upside. So this is my deal. I do see price going up, but I see price working itself further back down south. So what I'm going to do is, the ideal thing is to wait for price to go up and then sell the market. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to rather go ahead and sell the market right now, because if price goes up 20 pips, then fair deal. All right, we'll get in on that. But then at the same time, we'll also look for price to go ahead and continue to work its way back down towards this liquidity low down here. This will be a daily liquidity, but more importantly, down right about there. So I'm going to sell the New Zealand CAD with the possibilities of price moving against us and getting into a second position. But I'm okay with that, because eventually we're going to see price working its way further back down south. All right, there it is. We got in at 84.30. Now remember, traders, disclaimer out there. All right, I do anticipate a little rally first. And I've got areas right here where price can move to. If we just move to this first fair value gap right here, we're looking at around about 13 pips. If it goes to the next one, we're looking at 32 pips, which means that we'll get in on a second position. And I'm okay with that, because I believe that the long-term outlook for this is still going to be bearish in the most part. All right. All right, cool. And that pretty much wraps up the session for today, right, Cam?
All right. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, traders. Now, I want to go ahead and break down just do a last thing before we go. The Canadian Swiss. I know a lot of traders are holding on to CAD Swiss and are really interested to know what's going on with the CAD Swiss right now, especially after we broke through here. Remember, traders? Remember what we spoke about? We spoke about accumulation, we spoke about manipulation, and then we spoke about distribution. All right. Cameron said it a few times in his own trading room that he wants the market to come down. I know it's not comfortable, but he wants the market to come down. And the reason why he wants the market to come down is because when the market does come down, it means that it's setting up for the next distribution move. And that's the absolute truth. So we need a fake out. We need a manipulation move in order for price to move higher. And if we go to the daily time frame and we break down this daily time frame right here, we do see that there are inside structures. But take a look over here. Here is wave. Here is wave one. Now, if you look at this inside structure right here, we did expect price to go up a little higher. All right. I didn't expect price to go this far low, but we haven't taken out the low yet. All right. The low of this inside wave one is sitting there at 64.62. So 64.62. We haven't got there yet. So so I'm going to be anxiously watching to see if we can close back above this area right here on the daily candle. So I'm looking for the daily candle to go back above, let's say 60. Let's see what the price is. 64.90. So if price goes back above 64.90 at the closer today, then that means we are going to be seeing price once again target up a little higher. In fact, if you take a look at if I take away all of this right here, and I look at just the actual candles that we have here, let's go back to the candles, and I look at this bearish candle right here. Notice, traders, that this candle low price has not broken below. All right, except for today. That's the manipulation. Now, if we fail to break below that candle low, then we look for price to go ahead and sweep the range high right here at 65, call it 65.70. All right. So 65.70 will be the upside move. So if we close out, this is the daily. If we close out back above here, then the next move is going here. And so what we're going to have is we're going to have low, high, low. We're going to have break of structure and then the market shift right here. We're going to see the market come back to maybe a breaker block, fair value gap, and then chase after and target 65.70. So traders, I would love to tell you how the market's going to close out for today. I don't know, but I have a very good idea. And all I'm going to have to do is now just wait patiently to see what the market does at the 64.90 level. If we close out above that, then we're on our way back up north on this particular pair. All right, so do not panic. Not yet. All right. And yes, I see that maybe price is trying to sweep that low right here. We sweep the low there. Let's see if it stays above there. But the most important thing today, how the candle closes out. All right. All right, traders. And so the reason why I'm talking about this, because we do have some long positions, even with the trades that we do on Friday, we've been going long on the CAD Swiss, adding to that position, and we're looking for the CAD Swiss to continue to move back up north. And we're probably going to take a bigger target. I'm going to really punish the CAD Swiss for taking us through this ride for this long. So we're going to make some money on the CAD Swiss still. All right, good stuff. All right, Cameron, I think that pretty much wraps up the session for today. Once again, traders, check out the VIP trading sessions on the website. Go to TradersNetworkClub.com. Check out the different options. We'd love to see you guys Cameron would love to see you in his live sessions. But if you're not going to join us, that's okay. Hopefully you're enjoying these live sessions we're doing here. And we'll see you guys back again next week. All right. Good stuff. All right. Well, guys, that's it from me and from Cameron. Wishing you guys a brilliant and safe weekend. See you guys next week.